Today on Bass Kicker Fishing, we're gonna go over my origins as an angler. And we got my buddy Corbin over here.
Okay.
And we're gonna be doing my origin video. My inspiration for this is One Rod, One Reel Fishing's video from 2015. And stay tuned, and it's definitely a video you don't want to miss. Alright guys, so as you've seen from that intro, we're gonna be going over my origins as an angler. It's definitely a video you don't want to miss. This is just going to be me on a rant. So basically, as my origins, have to start when I was 3 or 4 years old. When I was 3 or 4 years old, my dad took me out to a river, the Bighorn River in Montana. We were out there fishing for trout. I grew up on trout fishing. We really didn't know much about fishing. All we really knew was just threw a worm on a hook. And that's really all we did. However, we were very successful. My very first fish was a really big rainbow trout. That really got me hooked on fishing, and ever since I've been fishing. And ever since, you guys know me as a bass angler. The way I became a bass angler was that my uncle Nathan, who you guys know as Nate on the channel, me and him grew up catfishing and smallmouth fishing on the Yellowstone River in Montana through Billings. We went up there almost every weekend, I'd say, and we went up there and started catching smallmouth. I really grew up. My first bass was a smallmouth on the Yellowstone River. That really got me into bass fishing in general. And Corbin, right behind me, isn't much of an angler, but he enjoys a couple fish himself. The thing is, though, guys, as an angler, I was actually, when I started to go fishing a lot, I was actually bullied quite a bit because of my of fishing and everything in between. And a lot of you guys have mentioned fishing, that you guys have been bullied and stuff, but I have One Rod, One Reel Fishing's message for you, and that's keep your head up and everything's going to get better in the end. Just like him, I'm not a full-time YouTuber, but that's what I hopefully do. I just wanted to do this Origins video. We're going to continue this. This isn't all of it. So continuing, we were on the Yellowstone River, and when we used to catch smallmouth, and then once I caught my very first, I remember my very first largie. That was a memory to remember. We were catching a bunch of perch at Healy Reservoir in Wyoming out of Buffalo. And I hooked into my very first largie. It took me for a run. It was about 1.5 pounds. My very first bass, my very first largemouth bass, I should say. And ever since, I've been fishing a lot more and more. And the most time I've ever been, the year when I started really getting into fishing around was probably 2000. I'd say 2012. I'd say is when I really started getting into fishing, particularly bass fishing. However, I do like to explore my species list a little bit, and I do go after a lot of different species. But however, I do primarily go for bass,
like trout,
particularly largemouth bass. Although I do like to catch smallmouth. As of right now, my personal best largemouth bass weighs in at about 2 pounds, which isn't really giant for my area because we don't really have toads here. But that really is about how big they are here, really. But in Montana, we have absolute toads. My personal best bass ever was 3 3/4 pounds, caught out of the Tongue River Reservoir in Montana on the Tongue River. And that was just the time of my life. We were on a boat that just took me out. That was in 2016. And ever since, so now we're talking about 2016 up. That's really been prime time for me. 2016 was the year that I moved into Wyoming, which is the house I'm at now. And ever since then, It's really been really fun. I've been fishing the creek, as you guys know, and I've been fishing different reservoirs and lakes. Like I went out today to Rotary Pond in Ranchester, Wyoming, and I went up there and caught a bunch of bass, and I caught a nice carp. It's just really fun to go out and explore your options, and don't. It's just really fun. So right now we're about at the point in about I'd say we're in about the 2017 range. I'd say. Um, and
Be right back, man.
I went up to the spot where I caught my very first fish ever, and I ended up catching one about twice the size. And that was also a really bring back. And then I kept fishing more, and then around I'd say I graduated junior high in 2019, and I wanted to pursue exactly what I do as a fisherman and as a YouTube fisherman. Um, and just for the record, I do not own a boat. I am a bank angler. Um, and I'm a backpack fisherman. And I just go around fishing exactly all around with my backpack on. Um, and now we're around this day and age. So that exactly is my origin, guys. That's exactly my origin video. I just wanted to let you guys know about my origins because everybody's been hounding me to do this video. So thank you guys for watching. Please keep your head up if you're being bullied about fishing. I mean, look where I am. It's starting to calm down a little bit. But just so you guys know, stay on the barb and stay. Catch you guys again on the next video. Thank you for watching this video, and as always, this is Bass Kicker signing out.